Hi, I'm KERA Leslie's mom, SHARN. Well, we arrived in Merida yesterday, and approximately about 4 o'clock this morning, we had to rush KERA to the hospital because she couldn't breathe. When we took her to the hospital, her pressure was taken and her pressure was very, very low. She was given oxygen and taken for an x-ray. And the x-ray showed that she has double pneumonia. Both her lungs has pneumonia. And she has to be admitted in the intensive care. And before she get admitted into the intensive care, we have to put down a down payment of 65,000 in pesos.
KERA's family owe approximately $45,000 in medical bills. Here are a few stories of American citizens who also face the same situations that KERA was in Mexico.
But first at 6, the CBS 46 Bulldog talking exclusively to the couple whose cruise turned into a nightmare just moments after they returned home to Atlanta.
Stephen Johnson says he was held hostage in a Mexican hospital over a bill he could not pay. Chief Investigator Jonathan Carlson, the only reporter there, as Johnson and his fiancée arrived back home in Atlanta.
Jonathan, the ending is really what all of us have been waiting for.
Yeah, guys, good evening to you. It took a huge effort and a Hollywood star to finally get these two back here. Stephen Johnson and fiancée Tori Austin taking the long walk through arrivals, just in on a connecting flight from Mexico City.
Jonathan, nice to finally meet you in person. How does it feel to finally be home?
Feels great.
Feels great.
Johnson in a wheelchair, tired but gracious.
Straight to the hospital.
What would you like to say to everybody here that's been just praying for you to make it home safe?
I appreciate everybody's support, especially Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, the Atlanta-based media mogul, paid for the trip home and the $16,000 hospital bill that was preventing the two from leaving a small Mexican hospital, held hostage by the bill, they say, for more than a week. Johnson fell ill.
A Georgia couple says they are being held hostage in a Mexican hospital. Stephen Johnson went into diabetic shock while on vacation in Mexico with his fiancée. Doctors helped him recover, but now the couple says the hospital won't let them leave. Here's Mark Strassman.
I still feel like a captive now because I can't leave.
Stephen Johnson talked to us from the Mexican hospital room where he feels trapped. Johnson and his fiancée Tori Austin were on a cruise. He collapsed suddenly from diabetic shock and was in danger of dying. At a hospital in Progreso, Mexico, a team of doctors, dialysis, and a ventilator helped him recover. But when he tried to leave, he says his hospital became a prison.
It was like 3 or 4 of them, and they just kept pushing me, and I had to hold on to the rail. I was gonna start swinging and throwing and punching because I was scared.
The hospital wanted its money first, $14,000 paid in full. Johnson had no health insurance. They refused his offer to pay in installments. Hospital staff physically blocked them from leaving several times, once with a trash can lid. Donors stepped in. The big one, movie mogul Tyler Perry. He heard about Johnson's story and agreed to settle his bill.
I'll win my life. I hope I get to meet him when I get back to Atlanta because he deserves the biggest hug.
But Johnson will now...
The Lafayette family's trip to paradise has turned into a financial struggle. That is after a loved one was hospitalized in Mexico.
Yeah, this is just awful, but now the family is trying to bring her back to the U.S. and it's going to cost them thousands. News 18's Samantha Tiki has the story.
A dream vacation to Cancun, Mexico has become a nightmare for a Lafayette family.
It's been awful. The hardest part for me was not being able to be there. And, you know, I felt helpless.
Lafayette resident Dixie Stinson was in Mexico to attend a family wedding when she had a heart attack Monday. It took 2 surgeries to clear blockages in Stinson's heart. She's recovering, but now faces another challenge.
They did get her better. The issue is getting her home.
Stinson's granddaughter, Brittany Doherty, says her insurance company will not pay for the thousands of dollars of medical treatment until she returns to the U.S. But Stinson cannot return home until the bills are paid in full.
That is a risk you're taking when you go out of state. Travelers insurance, purchase it. You know, it may only cover so much, but it'll cover something.
Doherty says her family has maxed out credit cards and drained all accounts to pay what they can, but it's still not enough.
The longer she sits there, the more it adds up. As of now, we just know it's a lot and we don't have it.
Stinson's son-in-law Dustin Richardson.
That is a bummer, Laurel. David and Christina D. Loyola hope that they can get back to their 3 daughters in Oregon soon, but it is going to cost them thousands of dollars more to do it.
So we're in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We saved up all year for our dream vacation to come here for a week. Hold on.
David and Christina D. Loyola planned for months for their Mexican getaway, only to end up with David in a hospital bed.
Decided to do our last thing for the last day we were going to be here was ride horses on the beach.
For their last day in Puerto Vallarta, the couple went horseback riding. The horse bucked David off and fell on top of him.
So basically he's just immobilized right now, can't move at all.
The injury luckily didn't paralyze David or break any bones, but he will likely need surgery to repair multiple tears in his thigh once he's back in Oregon.
And I've got to see what I can do to be able to be ready to fly home safely.
He didn't break any bones, which thank God is a miracle. He tore 3 muscles, level 3 tears halfway, 50%.
The D. Loyolas now have to come up with money for first-class, non-stop flights with medical supervision, and they have to pay for their medical bills in full before they're discharged. They've already paid $5,000 and face thousands more.
They demand payment in full before they'll release him, and they'll actually get the police involved and won't let you leave the hospital unless your bill is paid completely.
Their health insurance.
Together, we can bring KERA home.